So if you've been involved with the stock market for a while, then you know that it takes not only a good understanding of the markets, but of human emotion as well. However, that's kind of easier said than done, especially when you think about things such as work, school, family, and all the other responsibilities that we have. Finding consistent candidates to trade can be extremely challenging. So in this video, I'm going to break down some of the tips and strategies to help you find the next big move, no matter what season of life you're in. Coming right up.
Hey, what's up? Rob here with Wealth Builders HQ, where we bring you the best tips and tools for building your skills to develop wealth for today and well into the future. And on this channel, we do a lot of stock market analysis for long and short term, as well as recaps just like this one. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. Now, one of the questions we get most from our Wealth Builders HQ community is, how do you look at where the stock market has been and determine where it is headed? So we have actually put together an entire free live training workshop that is all about finding the best candidates for today's market. And there's a section for the community, you, to bring your stocks to the event and have me analyze them for you in real time. This free workshop is called Power Hour, and it's taught every Monday live online at noon Eastern Time. I'll leave a link to it below in the show notes.
Let's start off with some upcoming economic events. Let's see, we have one. Why? Because of the Thanksgiving holiday this week, folks. So there's nothing really on Monday or Tuesday. Wednesday, we have durable goods is the only high value importance report. Thursday, we're closed. Friday's a lessened trading day. So not much out there. Just keep your eyes open for durable goods. It's going to be a lighter volume week in many cases. Unless we get massive sell-off or breakout, we'll see lighter volume anyway during the week. Right. Next, let's take a look at our earnings candidates. So on Monday, we've got just one major, which is JD coming out. The 20th, we've got quite a few. Not very common the day before, in holiday week to see large numbers. And this is the only day we really do. But you've got things like TJ Maxx, Best Buy, Ross stores, a lot of retail announcing in there. Target, right, Lowe's, many major companies out there announcing. And then just Deere on the 21st. Again, one major one on the 21st. All right. So lighter announcements economically, light or lesser earnings reports, all of that being a major component of what we look for. Right. So let's go ahead and scroll on down here and take a look at the S&P 500 first. All right. So if we look at the S&P 500, we're going to look at a weekly chart here. Right, and you can see the S&P was down about 45 points. Now, it had a major recovery from where it was. We've got this upside down or inverted head and shoulders. We're hitting a major resistance right now at the 80 MA is where we fell off of. Can we break through that 2762, 2775 level? Somewhere in that range. Are we going to get through there? Because it is holding right now. It is holding, not a might. It is holding right now as a major resistance. Right? If we do get through it, then things might shift. There's still other resistances we've got to contend with out there, but overall, pretty interesting push in the. Again, if we look at a daily, we've got this inverted head and shoulders, shoulder, head, shoulder forming in there. We'll all see if it holds up or if we're going to fail from here. Right now, if we look at some of the winners and losers from last week, you had Amazon. Drum roll, please. Did it already. 119 points to the downside. Yowzer. Yep, they got crushed. Once again, guys, I'm looking for the break of that 1469, 1470 level. But for me, realistically, folks, I'm looking more at that $1,100 or $1,200 range for it to become more affordable. PE is still off the chart. They are crazy with what their cost is. People are buying it on the come with no realization of if it's going to make it or not in any short term. Big airplane, Boeing. Whew, wow, 33 points to the downside. That's a smackaroo. Booking had an 82-point drop. Didn't close at the lows, but got pretty darn close to it. Unlike a Boeing that got much closer to the lows. Then we have CMG, Chipotle Mexican Grill. Every time they seem to get some legs, they're backing off. Maybe it's because I was out of town this week and didn't go. Right? That's very possible. Spent a good part of the week in Orlando visiting my dad. I did a free workshop down there called Whistle Stop, which was a great workshop. We had a phenomenal group of students in there. And it was free. My favorite number in the world, free. CMG down $18. I hope I didn't contribute to it by not going this week. Yet then Goldman Sachs, whoa, they have not been smacked like this in a while. The last big candle like this comes all the way back here to March. Right? We've had some big ones, but not as big as what we've got there for this last week. And then Netflix down 17 points. That's okay. I'm happy with Netflix down 17 points. Actually, I need it down a little bit more. Why do you need it down more, Rob? We've got a bearish trade going on in power option plays right now. We've got a decent profit on it. Don't get me wrong. We're up $1.1 million already in our account this year, in our paper trading account of what we the trades we take here in power option plays. But you know what? Every little bit helps. Push me down to that next support level is what we're looking for. All right, let's go ahead and look at some potential candidates for this week. Get you a little bit more of a view there. And we'll start off with our very first one, which is Avago, AVGO. Avago had a nice push. There's not a whole lot of bullish candidates out there in this bearish climate. We do have earnings coming up on Avago, so be cautious of that. But 243 is the next target. We've got about a $6 move, $5.50 move to the next upside. Big airplane, we're looking at a move down about 329. Highly probable we'll make it there. Booking, we're looking at about 18.15, so about a $40 move down, which I'm pretty good with. Facebook, I love the break of the fib in there. We're looking at about 134.5 as our next downside target. Netflixa, that's my mother-in-law. Netflixa, everything's with the right? Netflix, we're looking at 272 as our downside target. And then Tesla, we're sitting at 354. We're looking for a move up to about 364. I love the bounce off the pink line, the 80 MA. I love the break of the 618. The 0.764 is a great hesitation point. So 364 is a good target for our next move on Tesla.
I hope this update was helpful, and I would love to hear your feedback in the comments below. And actually, if you want more insights like this, you could just go over to wealthbuildershq.com. I'll post a link to it below. Now, the question of the day is, what stocks are you going to be looking at for next week? Go ahead and let me know in the comments section below. So thank you for checking out this video. Subscribe and ring the bell if you haven't done so yet. And until next time, Wealth Builders HQ is bringing you the best tips and tools for building sustainable wealth in the stock market. Keep crushing it, and we'll talk soon. Take care, folks.